So light, quick convo about my big life pivot that you see going on right now. Buying this bus and doing something different for my life, changing my environment rapidly, learning more about myself and how I want to feel in my body. After like about 9 years of like straight up routine ritualistic bodybuilding mindset where I was constantly competing, constantly fighting to go to the Olympia, and consistently trying to build my body in an aesthetic way. Nutrition was just rigid. Nutrition was straight up. My schedule was you're in the gym or you're not, and when you do that, your mindset adapts. You rewire your brain to like be aware of everything that you are doing, every action that you are doing, and every thought that you are having surrounds bodybuilding and your goals, and whether you're going to really truly commit to being first or fucking last all the time. And like, while of course I also competed because it was fun and I loved it, you must do that if you want to survive out there. I always wanted to win too, and I did. I won a lot, and I made it to the big stage, and I made it to the top 5 as a natural athlete, and I did a lot of really remarkable things as a bikini bodybuilder. And my time that I did that, and then I went through a process of like leaving bikini bodybuilding behind for a couple of years and working on myself, trying to figure out what my next path in life was with my relationships, my own mind, how I wanted to just get back to a place where my body didn't hurt anymore, where I wasn't so lean and on edge 24/7 as a female, a feminine body, get rid of some rigidity in my life and be able to flow more and just create something new, but still something that made me feel vibrant and aligned with me, meaning my fitness stayed intact, but it just started to look different, and my nutrition stayed intact, and my discipline stayed intact, and all the things I really loved about bodybuilding came with me, but it just took a different form and had different intentions. And now I'm at a place where I am testing my limits on just how far I can push that, and what kind of discipline I'm going to need to wrap my whole central nervous system, brain, body, mind, all these things, soul around, in what ways, in order to continue to create and feel vibrant in my body, like I say, is my goal. And right now I just want to be able to move freely. I want to be able to enjoy freely, but I also want to make sure that I am keeping my gut healthy, my mind healthy, my body feeling good, learning and existing on this planet in a way that continuously makes me feel aligned with my career and who I am, where I want to go, and how I want to feel when I'm, whatever, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, however long this life takes me. And then also be able to share the transitions and the transformations of my journey, because our bodies and minds are going to constantly change. They're just changing billions of times, as the moments pass. Like, your body changes all the time, and your thoughts change all the time. Like, if you look at yourself, look back a year ago, you don't think, breathe, walk, talk, act, anything like you did back then. You just don't. The growth is inevitable and change is inevitable. So in my mind, I'm like, why not help steer myself in a direction that makes me feel good and also allows me to work through my shit so I can share this with people. And if they're going through the same thing, they have some place that they can feel like they can have their heart and have it feel like home, so that they can know that, fear is inevitable, but change is also inevitable. Our bodies and minds and brains are meant to adapt. And until we really learn that and plug that in, we stay stuck in these loops that don't serve us. And, right today, I'm like, I had my situation all set up for me to bike to this coffee shop so I could start doing a little bit of work and doing some more planning for my trip, with the bus and everything that's going on, and just get excited about the next part. And I noticed that my bike tire was flat, so I was just like, all right, screw it, I'll walk. It's like 2.5 miles, but it brought me to a place where I was like, I'm gonna be able to see this place on foot. I haven't been over to this coffee shop yet. I'm expanding, my vision and my energy over in this corner of this town that I'm in, and I get to get some exercise, get my steps in. I really haven't been able to do that. And also, it's beautiful out today, and I also get to actually see things and experience things like live time, and that's the benefits of that. Like, the bike, I feel like I would have just breezed by a lot of this, and none of this information that I'm sharing with you right now would have even popped into my head. And if it did, I wouldn't have been able to share it. And sometimes going slower and allowing yourself to breathe is the best case scenario. But I just wanted to get on here and just talk about how things for me have evolved over time, and that like I am still like that bikini bodybuilder. That mindset is still inside of me. Like I know how to turn that on because I learned that. I owned that. I did all the hard work to go through that and change my mind and my body to get there, to show myself I can and that it's possible. And I did it 38 times, you know, and I did some really hard shit in those periods, you know, learned a lot of stuff about myself. And that's all of that stuff that I learned about myself in bodybuilding, that bodybuilding showed me, is what I'm integrating right now. Being able to really create the space in order to take this stuff on and not have anxiety, and just take one step and put one foot right in front of the other while you're learning things, not only builds self-trust, but it builds more emotional capacity for you to handle life's chaos again when you've been through some shit. Like, and that's the best part. Like, this is a wild journey in which, like, I've been reflected back to me, like how this might affect other people. What's happening to me might affect other people. And I don't feel that way, you know, one, because I'm in it, and two, because I'm learning how to trust myself again, and three, being somewhere else and learning this stuff, getting in a new environment means I'm not ruminating, I'm not overthinking, and I'm able to actually create a new neuron pathway firing every time you feel that specific way in my brain, so that like if chaos comes, when the first little bit of chaos came, I just said, okay, I'm just going to deal with it. And when I said that, I was blessed with so many incredible people coming into my life to help me with the problem. And it's like they almost wouldn't allow me to start feeling a different way than telling me I can do it, and that like the universe has my back. And when you start to do that, like that instantly changed me. Those moments instantly changed me, because I was open to just not feeling I was done like feeling anxiety when shit hits the fan. I'm done with it. And so when that happened, I was like, challenge yourself to do the opposite. I just took a deep breath and I was like, all right, we just start moving through it. And beautiful things happened. 180. Usually I would isolate, have anxiety, ruminate, overthink, end of world, get depressed, work would suffer, creativity would suffer, and inflammation, yada, yada, just fucking dominoes going down. And this time it was like this big, beautiful fucking thing just like fucking built up inside of me that was like, look at what you did. Look at what you did. You built something solid, something foundational, something that's going to change you for the rest of your life. And it's not to say that shit won't get knocked down and like I'm gonna have to rebuild it again, but I'm telling you right now, that's what life's about. You don't want to stay the same. You go through different life phases, you age, do all this shit, you experience different people, different places. Like, be pliable. You are adaptable naturally. Your body is resilient. If your brain has gotten you this far, imagine what you can fucking do with it. Like, of course, I'm looking at all this like in a mental, emotional way, but I'm also looking at it from like the science way, like reading more about like hippocampus, reading more about the amygdala, reading more about the limbic system, prefrontal cortex, all of this stuff, how the brain really works and functions. So that not only I can help heal myself and work through my own shit and feel good and have the knowledge, but then I can show the people that I coach and the people that I interact with that this shit is like kind of like I want you to take this the right way, but it's like a game. And that's why you see like a bunch of propaganda, a lot of negative shit all over the place. You're gonna get a bunch of shit constantly from external sources in your environment, okay? But it's just how you reframe it and you look at it and how you internalize it. What meaning do you assign to it? What connotation do you assign to it? Jeez. Well, if you're going through something, I hope that this helps. You know, I don't think a bus life is for everyone, but could be for you. I don't know. Look into it. Fucking terrifying at the beginning. You're like, I gotta learn all this stuff. But you learn what you need to learn. Bare necessities, battery stuff, what I need for the road, yada yada. And you can do that instinctually or use ChatGPT, whatever you're feeling. I use a little bit of both. I just started living on the bus as it was parked outside of my house so that I knew that I would need every day, knew what I definitely did not fucking need. Simplified my life, simplified my routine, made it ritualistic and sacred as I was building something strong that would carry me through all of this growth and, you know, that stuff. And then that's the shit that ChatGPT is not gonna know. You gotta start changing your habits and patterns and behaviors before jump, and that's what helps you ease in, right? That's always been my method anyway. So, and then when you're out on the road, that's where you start learning like the real lessons, the ones that you have to move through, the real lifetime ones that can like really pluck you. and mess with your head, but you do build more self-trust along the way because you get through them, you know? So, but yeah, I'm done jabbering, flabbering, yabbering. Almost to my coffee shop here, and this view is absolutely fucking insane. Real quick, I don't know if, oh yeah, yep, crazy. This place is just